Cut out the velvet bag along the edge of the printed part. An 8mm 5/16 inch seam allowance is included. Place the velvet bag pieces head to toe on top of the lining and cut the excess lining so that you can make a pocket with if you like. Place the lining over the top of the fusible fleece, making sure that the glue dots are at the back side of the lining. With your iron on a wool setting, press to fuse the fleece to the lining. You can use a cloth to protect if you like. Copy the two sides of the velvet bag onto the lining and cut out identical pieces. If you want to add a pocket, now is the time. From the leftover fabric, cut out and line a rectangle. Centre it on one side of the bag lining and sew 3 sides. This pocket is optional, but we find it makes the bag much more useful. Now place the two sides of the velvet bag together with the right sides facing, and then stitch the sides and the bottom of the bag on the machine. To make the darts that form the bottom of the bag, we need to open up the corners. Then line up the seams, opening up the seam allowances, clip them together, and then we're going to stitch along the sides. Do this for both corners and that will form the bottom of your bag. Now for the lining. Place the two sides right sides facing and stitch as before, but this time leave a gap about 10 centimetres, which is 4 inches at the bottom, so that we can turn the bag later. Form the bottom darts the same as before by opening up the corners, matching up the seam lines and clipping, and then stitching across. Next we need to make the handles. Fold them right sides together, clip or pin to keep them in place, then stitch along the long side and one of the short sides. As always, we recommend this turning tool to make turning easy. Slide the plastic tube inside, then push with the wooden stick to the end of the tube, and then push the fabric down the wooden stick. This tool comes in several sizes and frankly we can't live without it. Now cut the ends that we stitched so that it's not too thick. It's not the case for this model, but for some kits you'll need to centre the seam. Protect the velvet with parchment paper, press, then top stitch along each side. This is the point that we recommend that you check the bag handles for you to make sure that they are the right length. If necessary, then they can be cut. Now place the handles onto the velvet bag, making sure that they are centred and that the handle isn't twisted. If you have a model with a centre seam, it should be facing you. Clip the handles in place, and if you're a beginner, and even if you're not, I think it's a good idea at this point to baste stitch the handles. It stops them moving around when you're adding the lining. Turn the bag lining right side out and then slide it into the velvet bag. The two bags should be right sides together with the handles between them. Clip the two bags together, making sure the handles are in place, and put the side seams together and clip those as well. And now you need to stitch along the top of the bag to fix the lining and the bag together. Now we've reached our favourite part, where we turn the bag right sides out and see what it looks like. Just pull the bag through the hole that we left, pulling out the handles and making sure it's all put together. Now we just have to do the finishing touches. Press along the top, protecting with parchment, and then top stitch all the way around the top of the bag. Slide the cardboard or Jeffy tacks into the bottom of the bag which will give it some form, and then just close the opening, either by hand or by machine. There you have it. This lovely bag is finished. You can take it everywhere, shopping, the beach, even to class, if you like. It has a pocket for your phone and it's washable. If you like embroidery, you can personalise it. I'm sure it's very quickly going to become one of your favourites.